You're watching PTV.
I want my PTV.
You're watching PTV.
from the San Francisco Bay Area. It's time for PTV Live. And now, here are the stars of PTV Live: Arnie, Doug, Ben, and Sherry.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to PTV Live. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
Ben, you have an egg.
You have a butt cheek.
Yeah, a big old
You
butt,
got some
a butt
big
egg.
old butt crack.
It's Gudetama.
Ugh,
I know.
yeah, it is. It is.
It looks from where I'm sitting, it looks like a turkey.
No, it looks like a plumber's crack.
No, but from where I'm sitting,
It's
without knowing what it is,
It's a cute, lazy egg.
the Japanese love eggs just as a food in general, so I'm not
I'm
surprised they
glad
made a
you
kitty
think
and an egg. So hello, kitty.
So, everyone, welcome to the show. So good to have you with us tonight. We have a special guest with us, and we'll be talking with him a little bit later. But the opening of our show showed that it's going to be someone from the North Pole. So,
Yeah.
we're really excited about that. So get ready for that. But we're going to do a couple
finally
things.
get Rudolph to agree.
He's booked up for the next few years.
What's wrong with Rudolph?
He's busy.
No,
Yeah.
I wanted to chat with him tonight.
Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe. Well, it's good to see everyone here tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a few things up our sleeves tonight. So
Yeah, we try.
yeah, we do. You know what? Why don't we just go ahead and
Let's rip the Band-Aid off.
let's rip the Band-Aid off. We'll just jump right into it. Okay, this is one of two bottles left of hard cider from our trip to Apple Hill. We're very excited about this. This is Trio. This is just a blend of 3 different varietals, and we are excited about this. We've enjoyed our favorite has been the Jolly Rancher one.
Jolly Rancher, yeah.
Yeah.
The next one is like a tropical, like a pineapple tasty one, so we'll see what that.
Yeah, we'll find out about that one next week
Mhm.
when we say goodbye to all of our ciders. But in this case, let's go ahead and try this one. It is Trio.
Trio.
I know.
Yeah, 3 apples. 3 different apple blends.
Oh,
It's a blend of 3 apple varietals.
Wanda, you're saying I look tan. Well, that might have been because of how I was standing out in line waiting for the anime conference that I featured on my last episode of Life with Ben. I had to stand outside in the sun for over an hour to get into the
Oh
convention
my
hall.
God, I would burst into
you're
flames.
crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Did
The
you?
line kept
Still
moving,
trying
and
to-
there was shade. There was some shade from time to time. So
Well-
it's no different than going to Disneyland.
I won't even stand an hour at Disneyland for anything.
Oh yes, you will.
No, I won't. I've never stood for an hour or more.
Bitch. Okay, yes, the sun.
Yeah, I
This
don't.
is-
I don't
this
have
is-
that sound effect. I really need to get that sound effect.
Well,
Well, this is a nice blend of 3.
It definitely tastes like
different
apple
varieties.
juice that's a little spiked.
Yeah, this is a definite. This is a definite must.
Yeah,
actually.
this is definitely
if
like
you if you visit our friends at Hidden Star Orchards in Apple Hill,
Hidden Camino. No, Hidden Star.
Hidden Star Camino.
Hidden Star Camino.
Well, they call it Hidden Star Camino because it's in the city of Camino.
Yeah.
But it's
and the star's hidden in an apple.
Hidden Star Orchards. But yeah, definitely this one next week is their pineapple blend. So we'll try that
Okay.
one next week, and then we'll be on to other cocktails as fall approaches.
We got to drink them all. We can't collect them because I don't want to get skunky.
Oh my goodness! Cheers from Chile, Toronto.
I'm so jelly.
It's getting
Oh,
cold.
Uh,
That makes 2 of us. My project today for you was a labor of love, let me tell you.
well, I didn't tell you have to do it in the heat. And isn't that cool over there?
Today it was
It was in the 80s
we hit
here.
like low 80s here in
Yeah,
Oakland.
in there.
Oakland,
You're in that room.
Well, I'm not complaining. It was 101 in the backyard. 102.
No, I got 101. That was the hottest.
101 was the hottest today.
Yeah, we don't have air here.
Well, I was in
Oh,
the South Bay I was in the South Bay for work today, but I was in air conditioning. So I went from there to my car and drove home only to be in the heat in my own home.
Well, I'm glad that hit or miss Hallmark movie reviews are here in the chat. Thank you for watching.
I hope you guys also
Daniela.
subscribed them and watched them. And
We hope you survived the latest new film. Which why don't we get into
why
that?
don't we just start that?
Let's go ahead and start the Hallmark Channel movie review. Oh, goodness. There we've got the summer of 23 continues here in Florida. It will go down as record heat with a heat index of 117 in Orlando today. That's 30.
Yeah,
Yikes.
no, you guys are going through all of that. I mean, it's just everything is just ready to burst into flames.
Well, Donna just said in the comments earlier that she would have melted had she stood out in the sun. It wasn't actually that hot when I was standing in the sun for the day that I went to the conference.
Well, no, it was on the peninsula, right?
It was on the peninsula in the 70s, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
But
Did you have a hat on?
I did not have a hat on.
Shame on you.
We should explain to our audience the peninsula is the area south of San Francisco between San Francisco and San Jose. That's
all the headquarters of Apple.
That's called the peninsula.
Facebook.
Everything from the airport down to San Jose. Yeah, it's all there. Anyway, tonight we are going to be reviewing Making Waves. That was the newest film on Hallmark on Saturday night when a music label executive goes to a festival.
Oh, yeah, a festival.
On the Outer Banks. To beat out the competition for an elusive new band, she discovers that the group is fronted by her childhood summer sweetheart. It stars Holland Roden and Corey Cott. Now, first of all, I want to talk about Corey.
Oh, he's great.
Corey, very good performance, very believable, good actor. And we've seen him before. The other film we saw him in was Butler's in Love.
Yeah, Butler's. He's only done one Hallmark.
Do you remember Butler's in Love?
I do, but he got his really big break starring on Broadway in Newsies. So he already came to the movie as a singer, which he was a singer in this film, Making Waves.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So Newsies means he's a triple threat. They sing, they dance, they act. I'm sure he was very good in the original cast of that show. But this film, he did a very good job. Unfortunately, it was a bad film. Ben, what is your take on it? What did you think?
I can't.
This so-called record executive went to a so-called festival, but it looked like it was a high school fundraising carnival that you could call Carousel Capers. It was just really bad. Misrepresentational of what a music festival is.
Yeah,
I don't know what they do in that town, but my gosh, it's not a music festival.
Very much so. And for that to be
more like a backyard hoedown.
More to be the A stage, and they had about 50 people in the audience, I thought.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this movie...
Aside from the obvious issues, we hated all the font choices used in this film. Nitpicky.
Oh. There was a lot going on. It's pretty bad. The side story of her friend owning the B&B was better than those two together, or them trying to figure out the story. So, 2 crowns.
Richard
2 crowns.
Richard said the Figure 8 hit song must have been produced by the team behind the song Friday by Rebecca Black. I don't know how many of you remember that song, but it's Rebecca constantly singing, "It's Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday." You know, everyone's looking for it.
I also think it's like
a horrible song.
Contemporary Christian music you hear. That's what the song kind of reminded me of.
It had that vibe.
It did have that vibe. Not that that's not the bad part. That the music actually was okay. I mean, it was trying to go after that, so that's why I thought that was done. But it was more like they're more worried about saving the bar and the bandstand than they were about anything else. And I hate the leading on. So he knew, but he wanted to lean her on for a while, and then he says, "Oh, it's me." I hate that.
Okay, so the story was weak as it is, but couple it with a bad boss who completely misrepresents everything she says, lies through her teeth about everything to her employees, and then, of course, that creates a terrible misunderstanding, which is the misunderstanding that's always there in a Hallmark film.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, it was something that was completely avoidable, but unfortunately,
Hallmark needs their misunderstanding.
The script was badly handled.
It was
I just didn't care for how they did that particular.
I wasn't really entertained. I was trying to surf.
The misunderstanding happened at that restaurant that he works at, the bar.
There was that one.
And the three of them are supposed to be at the table together, but you only see two of them at the same time at any one time. There's always someone missing. And then he just walks away without letting all three of them talk. So
what's happening?
Okay.
Paul.
Also, it's just going to be a long August, but 5 Ben burritos for the text from Arnie of Ben eating the one Ben burrito.
The real Ben burrito.
Yeah,
did eat,
I
though.
did.
We did.
Yeah, that's right. We'll talk.
Ben came out. Well,
We'll talk about that a little later in the show. But yeah, I sent Paul a picture of Ben eating a burrito. So, yeah. Unfortunately, this film Hallmark, please. I just want a good script from the old days. Something.
We watched one. It was kind of slow, but it was just really good. It was.
I didn't catch that. Richard says that the script rebranded Alexa as JoJo at the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did not catch that.
Yes, JoJo was the computer
Siri,
assistant, the Siri or Alexa. So, yeah.
That, you know what, that just reminds me of the Alexa Silver commercial that they did on Saturday Night Live, where they could make any name that was even close to Alexa that the pod would respond.
But were there any aspects of the film that you liked, Ben?
I would say Corey's presence on the screen. Other than that, the movie fell flat with me. I would give it two crowns at most.
Yeah. Okay. And Doug, what about you? What was your? Did you like anything about? We've been very, very critical of a lot of things in the film.
I like the lake. I mean, I thought it was.
That was the Outer Banks of, I believe.
It ain't no Outer Banks.
On the
that
East
looked like
Coast. On the East Coast.
some kind of
Outer Banks on the East
middle
Coast.
of Podunk Lake.
And
So I think I did better watching what I did.
yeah, the view was spectacular. A lot of them were very wonderful.
I mean, the bed and breakfast she stayed at had a lot of windows out looking out to the water, and that was a lake.
Yeah, but it was very nice. The views were beautiful.
Yeah.
But I must say, Ben, your equivalence of carousel capers really made a lot of sense. Because
Carousel Capers, if you guys know,
yeah,
you have to live and be around Oakland, California.
It was when we were growing up in high school and junior high and all, there was a fundraising carousel or a carnival that would appear in the parking lot of the Greek Orthodox Church.
Oh, is that where it was?
That was Carousel Capers.
Okay.
And for like 2 nights, the Oakland Hills would light up right underneath the Mormon temple with all these carnival rides. And that's what Carousel Capers is.
you would see the zipper.
It was a fundraiser.
You would see the zipper. You would see a Ferris wheel.
Cheap, carny hustlers.
Yeah. Just cheap, just regular carnival rides
Did you
that you
guys
see
go?
from place to place. I think I went once.
I went once to Carousel Capers, but Carousel Capers was more enjoyable than the experience there at that carnival they had with this movie. So, as Daniela says of hit or miss, it was a definite miss. So for us, yeah, we gave it 2 crowns, 2 out of 10. Yeah, it was
Next week is Andrew Walker is going on a safari, so that might be good.
There's some safari adventure, so we're looking forward to that. Andrew Walker is one of our stalwarts that we really like in Hallmark films, so we're hopeful.
Well, he usually attaches himself to some of the better projects.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
So we'll see. We're hoping for good things with that. So that
Already a safari one?
Hallmark has been making movies for so many years that
But
they're
this was
bound to
just-
have repeats.
This one was what's her name? One of the regulars.
Which
It
one?
wasn't Danica, it was
Candy?
was it Danica?
I don't know.
probably we need some Michael Ratty and Ryan Pavey goodness. I agree, Richard. Yes, we do. Something, maybe Paul Campbell. That would be nice.
I went back to When Calls the Heart. That started.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Season 10 started.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
I've never
So-
seen a single episode of the show. so
Really?
no.
Oh.
Well, that is our take on making waves. For you,
Yeah, we
Our
talked about
our
it ad
village-
nauseam.
we do watch a lot of these movies so that you don't have to.
But if you want to,
But
like,
we will
KMN,
recommend
start watching it.
when they are good. And unfortunately, we cannot recommend this one. This was a definite dog. It was a bad film.
Yeah, you can miss it, and you won't miss a thing.
Yeah, you won't miss this one.
Be like the Ben and Jerry ice cream graveyard. After they retire an ice cream, it goes into their graveyard. Hallmark, this is going in the Hallmark graveyard.
Yeah, we're gonna start a Hallmark movie graveyard.
Oh, it's gonna be really full. Do we have enough room?
I don't know.
Ran it out there.
We'll have to. We'll have to make room for it.
Oh, the tombstone.
Okay.
The horror.
Well, that is
Yeah,
our.
but you just have to be careful though, because you have to be careful
Of what?
of
These executives don't know us, and they won't
no,
know.
I'm not talking
that
about
they-
I'm not talking about the executives. I'm talking about the poor actors who have to take those jobs.
We're
they
not
got paid.
ill about the actors. We're just
They got paid, and some of these people get paid to do a bad job.
Okay, the one thing I will say about Holland Roden, though, her character, she portrayed it with vocal burn. And for those of you that don't know what vocal burn is, think the Kardashians. We can thank
It's
the Kardashians for that vocal inflection of that raspy sound through most of the view. Awful. I hate that. And
It makes our ears bleed.
She carried that throughout the whole film. It was just beyond annoying. So yeah,
Yeah,
there
it
we
was-
go.
So there's that.
Oh, there's Jim. Hello,
Sup,
Jim. Yeah, Jim.
Can we get some more sunshine, please?
He has the beginning of the school year scaries. I'm sure. He
Yes.
got knots all tied
Oh,
up.
there it is. Yes,
vomiting,
definitely. Yes,
dry heaves.
Benji calls it the sizzle. Yeah, it's awful. So
Well,
anyway,
let's- yeah,
that-
enough of this.
that's
so
enough of that.
we're gonna get into some fun things.
yeah, we will get into it, but we'll go. We're going to take a quick break. We'll do a little cleanup here, and we'll be right back. You're watching PTV Live. We use the Friendly TV app to watch Hallmark. And now we can watch Lifetime, History, A&E, and more. There are over 30 channels from which to choose. We can even add Hallmark movies now to our subscription. Plans start at just $6.99 a month with no commitments. Download the Friendly TV app today at try.friendlytv.com.
You're watching PTV.
So remember, there was this trip when we went to Reno and we stopped at McDonald's along the way. I think we've told this story to a lot of you before, but when we were there, Doug wanted to go into the McDonald's,
Well,
to
we
go
need
to the
eat.
bathroom.
Oh, we need to pee.
But the bathrooms were closed, so we couldn't do that.
So I saved these little beauties in the parking lot at McDonald's in Truckee, California, in a ravine.
Those are the actual. Those are the actual.
These are
pine
my
cones?
Truckee pine cones that are on display.
Those are the actual pine
So
cones.
when I was doing my business, these little things were staring at me. They're so beautiful. So I rescued these.
But
They're on display.
those aren't the only ones he rescued.
Nope.
Here he is. We were out shopping on Saturday, and he
Where we
decided
parked. There was tons of them. I couldn't say no.
he needed to save some more pine cones. So here he is, wandering in a field. Well, not really a field.
No, it's a parking lot
It was
again.
the parking lot of Hobby Lobby and Guitar Center.
The lighting is horrible, people, but it was like...
It was the sun directly right into my lens. I couldn't get it.
I felt like I was Easter egg hunting, but there were beautiful pine cones. That one was a little prickly.
Yeah, but if you look at them carefully, you'll see those aren't just those are actually pine needles that are sticking out of the pine cone.
I have those little babies too.
So he's very proud of that. He's very excited about it. Wanda says, "I've touched the pine cones."
Oh, see, there's just so many there.
There,
Where was that?
that was outside Guitar Center.
And the beautiful city of Concord, California.
And no, Doug did not pee on the Truckee pine cones.
No.
He peed in the general vicinity and then saw the pine cones off to the side.
I was just painting and I just thought they were just staring at me, so I had to save them. It does sound like a love story, doesn't it?
He
I
has
don't
been
know.
so crazy about those things that when we were on vacation, last week? 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, my grandson was given a camera for his birthday in July. And so he had it with him and he took some really great shots, but he saw a pine cone and he said, I have to take this picture for Uncle Doug so that Doug can save the pine cones.
I'm sure it's going to get blown up. I'm going to get a framed picture of it for Christmas. I just have that feeling. I'm putting it in my channel. I could just smell it.
Okay, Todd wants us to tell the story to Hallmark. I'll talk with our friend director Nick.
It'd be like, the botanist's love story with pine cones, and it goes in the biology and anatomy of a pine cone.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just so beautiful. It's the way it's designed, and it's prickly, and it's uniform. I like them.
Yeah,
They have everything for it.
Kind of like me.
Yeah.
Yes, they're uniform and prickly.
Anyway,
Warm and prickly.
I do want to address one comment that came up regarding the Hallmark scripts and actors and all that. The Canadian actors and writers of these films actually have different unions or representation than what is being represented here in the United States, which is why they can still go and produce original content at this time.
Yeah.
right.
The only ones they got okayed was When Calls the Heart. They still don't got any movies yet.
Okay, Jim says opinion of the general vicinity is suspiciously too vague.
It was between
Yes,
two
indeed.
rocks and
It
a
was.
giant tree.
Okay, all right. Enough of the pine
Yes.
cones.
And my bodily functions, okay, people, I was really needed to go.
I want to move
And
on.
McDonald's was closed.
We have a special guest with us this evening.
Yes.
He's been waiting in the green room very patiently. We'd like to welcome...
We're introducing from Todd from the Christmas Clatter people, but we like to introduce to you...
Hello.
Ken
There
Smith!
you go. Ken Smith.
Yay! Do you like the thing?
Oh, you mean the applause? There we go.
So we would like to get Ken on here, do a collab to introduce him because what he has is cool.
Yeah, that it is.
So we want people to start following him.
Look, Todd says, I know that guy.
Yeah, you should.
I sure hope he does. Ken, welcome to PTV Live.
Yes.
It is good to have you with us.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me on, guys. And but first of all, Doug, you look like you were walking through a minefield. I don't know were you walking around the pine cones, or was it that you couldn't remember where you peed and you was fucking?
No, that was a parking lot. It was very squishy, so I was watching where I was crunching. I mean, it was very unstable. I didn't know where I wanted to step.
Okay.
So I did look like I was walking like a load in my pants, but I'm okay.
That's okay. We'll go with that.
So, Ken, how are things?
Ken, enough of all this.
How are things at the North Pole?
Yes.
Everything's great up here, man. The weather's warming up a little bit. It's in the 40s, so up here that's just like being in the 70s or 80s.
Okay.
State.
That's great.
So it's all good.
Tell us a little bit about the North Pole News Dispatch.
Well, the North Pole News Dispatch it's a podcast, but it is a recording of a live radio station. I mean, a live radio broadcast, should I say, from a radio station at the North Pole. And the dispatch station where it's broadcast from, that's where I'm at now. It's set just up on a hilltop. Then I look down at the magical North Pole Village.
Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. Are there any special things about the North Pole Village, like special locations, stores, or things like that?
Oh man, as I just said, the magical North Pole Village. So if you're a believer like me and believe in Santa Claus, so whenever I tell you all this magical stuff, it's you shouldn't have any trouble believing it. But yeah, there's of course there's a toy shop down there, and you would expect that. But yeah, my favorite place down there to go is late at night. F. Holly, she has a bakery. It's called the Jolly Bakery, and it's open 24 hours a day. Kind of like I lived down in Tennessee. We had a Waffle House. It was open 24 hours a day, and so you could go in there anytime and get something to eat. So all the elves, they work multiple shifts. They work around the clock, and at night they come to the Jolly Bakery, and that's a sight to see, man. So I like going there and hanging out when I get through with the show up here at the dispatch station. So that's one of my favorite places in town is the Jolly Bakery late at night.
So that elf's name is Holly. So it's Holly's Jolly Bakery.
Mm-hmm. Sure is. Yeah.
I love that.
And she specializes she specializes in cakes and pastries.
Oh.
We have another elf here, Elf Christie, and if you follow me and you can see on social medias, Elf Christie, she is the head of the cafeteria at the toy shop, and her specialty is cookies. So she brings me cookies up here from time to time, and I give them a taste test on the air, and that's one of my favorite parts of the show.
Now,
when I get to taste test,
I wonder, is there that much news up there that you needed to start? And when did you start because of all the news? When did you start creating this news dispatch?
I should know, but I don't. I think it was 2021 at the end of 2021, okay. I think maybe. But yeah, there's
kind of scandal that you needed to talk about, and then that's why you got news.
I'm sorry.
Was there like some kind of scandal up there, and that's why you created the news dispatch, or is it you wanted to talk about all the good things were happening?
No, I definitely wanted to create a show here from the dispatch station. It was very positive and uplifting because, today's world, it's easy to turn the news on and, you get all the meanness and the negativity and the high stress stuff. So I wanted to create a show here from the North Pole that was very uplifting and, just stress free. But the show is divided into two parts. The first half is called the Village News. And that's all the happenings and the goings on down in the village, plus just anything I might want to add in there that has to do with the holidays or any of the, Christmas or any of the holidays. And the second half of the show is the actual Christmas news. I report on the Christmas news from all around the world. And that's the reason right now I'm just doing one show a month. I broadcast one show a month because there's not that much Christmas news now, but come October, I want to bump it up to every other month, every other week.
That sounds wonderful. Now you do You also enjoy listening to some Christmas music while you're up there, don't you? I mean, you do like a weekly feature.
Yeah, it's called the Christmas Spin. I have a pretty good Christmas vinyl collection, and every week I'll spin one of those records, and I'll put on Facebook and Instagram, just kind of tell a little information about it, and I have my two favorite picks from each album, which is my two favorite songs from each album, and also there's an elf here called, and his name is Elf Arthur, and I recently met him, and he's a cobbler. He's one of the best cobblers in the village, and he has a pretty good Christmas collection. So he comes up a couple times a week, and man, we just sat here during the day and we spin those records. So Elf Arthur's introduced me to a lot of new Christmas music.
Absolutely,
I love the
That
old
is so
timey
cool.
vintagey album thing. Tell us your love for Christmas.
Yeah. Well, that's one reason I came up here. I really love Christmas, and I saw there was an opening at the dispatch station, which I'm the only employee here. So I turn the lights on, I make the coffee, I do everything.
In the percolator, there's a story about that.
And-
People follow.
Yeah, I make coffee in a percolator. I no instant coffee for me. But so my love for Christmas, that comes from my childhood, really, because I'm from Tennessee, so that's how it's the reason I have a Southern accent. I got tired of the heat and the humidity, and saw this job posting up here, and I said, I'm going up there, man. I'm never dealing with the heat again. So,
See, that sounds just wonderful. Absolutely.
so I come up here, and but my childhood, I was born and raised in Nashville, and all my family is from West Tennessee, and it's way out in the country, and they're farmers. And my mom would, at times I felt like she would drag us there. I don't know, every Christmas Eve. But we would go there, man, and it was just like, John Denver song, Grandma's Feather Bed. Well, that's what it was, man. She had feather beds, feather pillows, and they lived in a really old farmhouse that
Wow.
That's so cool.
it was cold there, and covered up. You have 3 or 4 blankets, and at night, Christmas Eve, you could hear the sleigh bells outside, and I remembered that. That was just a wonderful memory. And then, of course, Christmas morning, you wake up and you see what Santa brought, the excitement of that. And then my mom had 7 brothers and sisters, so all my aunts and uncles and cousins would show up, and it was just a big family get together. And there was so many people there. I mean, we had to take shifts eating Christmas dinner. I'm serious. All the kids would eat, and then the women would eat, and then all the men would eat.
Wow.
So I had 3 children.
So-
But there was always plenty of chess pie and banana pudding to go around for everybody.
So there's
Never ran out of that.
there's a question here in the chat. Someone's saying, what country music artist does Santa like most?
A country music artist, Santa's. I've never heard Santa sing. He's a whistler. But I've heard that his favorite Christmas artist is old school. It's not the new stuff. It's a Loretta Lynn. He really liked Loretta Lynn, and some of her old. She has a couple Christmas albums, I think. I know I have one. Is all I have, but he really liked her. So,
well, that's great.
That's all I know about that. I've only met him a couple times.
Okay. I've got one more question that I want to know. Who's your favorite reindeer that you've met?
The most well behaved, maybe.
That's 2 different things.
No.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you my favorite. And up here, I told you once already, it's the magical North Pole, so anything can happen up here, and it does. And I'm not surprised, because if you're listening to the show, you can hear Santa buzzing the dispatch station from time to time during the show. And but my favorite one, and I've hung around him several times, is Donner. And Donner, people don't know it, but he's a singer, and Donner's
Wow.
he's popular and very social, should I say? Because everywhere he goes, there's people, there's a gathering around him, whether it's elves or or other reindeer. He's a very social reindeer, but he's very strong. And I understand that Donner is Santa's is the one that he really leans on. Like whenever it's really windy and the weather's really bad, he really leans on Donner a lot. I understand. So
Gotcha.
Donner has to be a favorite.
Well, everyone, if you have any more questions, feel free to drop them in the chat.
I actually have one more. Does any of your family members, do you have family members that indulge and enable your love for Christmas and participate?
Family members. I do now on my wife's side of the family. They have a big get together and plenty of food. It's pretty much a repeat of my childhood. There's a lot of people there, lots of food, and everybody gets along well. And every year they always they make sweet potatoes that has marshmallows on top. I don't really care for the marshmallows, but they put it in the oven every year when they get there. That's the last thing you do is melt the marshmallows, and we're all talking. We are, some of them's drinking, and we get carried away. Every year they catch on fire. Almost every year. So that's running joke. Who's going to burn the marshmallows this year?
That's cool.
Yeah, Richard is saying you might like Donner, but don't go to a Donner party.
Oh dear Lord!
Yeah, we all know that.
But
Paul has a question though too.
what's that?
He wants to know, are all 4 of the PTV folks on the naughty or nice list?
I don't know, man. I have to get down there and find out. That's not information that's just readily available. You have to
I
know.
don't think that's confidential.
Yeah, it is. Santa keeps that. He has that book and he keeps it locked up.
Yeah,
so they're locked up for his hands.
Yeah, well, I'd like to think that I'm on the nice list.
Oh, I've given up on that.
But I will tell you this: I've learned since I've been here. There's always a question if the reindeer are male or female. They're all male except for Prancer and Dancer. They're female. So
oh, okay. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ken, where can people listen to your podcast? Where can they find you?
Well, just anywhere podcasts are available. I'm on all the platforms there, and Facebook and Instagram. And eventually, when I've been at this a little bit longer, I'm going to try to go once a month on YouTube, do a live broadcast. So I'm working towards that. That's what I'm saying. So
that is wonderful. That is great to hear.
Sure. Do you have anything that you want to share? Or would you like to find out about Ken and his love for Christmas?
No, I think I think a lot of what he said reminds me of art.
Of Dad?
No, but of our family Christmases. You guys were too little to remember a lot of them. Being 8 years older than them, I remember a lot more, but it was like that too.
A lot more.
Where we had to, we would eat in shifts because there wasn't enough room. So we'd,
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
No.
And the biggest surprise I ever got though is when I was 7 years old. It was in West Tennessee. I got a motorcycle when I was 7 years old, and got a motorcycle for Christmas. And I was amazed that Santa could fit that thing in his bag. But
full size motorcycle.
That is fantastic.
He was 7 years old. He's not going to get a big old Harley.
No, it was a small one, little Honda 70.
Oh, I say probably 125, but no, 70. Wow, that was a tiny one.
Well, he was 7.
Yeah, I guess so.
Bigger than a Vespa.
Ken, we would like to thank you so much for joining us tonight on PTV Live. Village, go ahead and make sure that you download his monthly podcast, and when it comes October, twice a month. It's been a pleasure having you with us.
Sure, yeah.
And I cannot wait to hear more from the North Pole News Dispatch.
Okay, well, thank you, and thanks for having me on the show. I really enjoyed it, and it's a privilege for me to, just to be here.
Wonderful. And there's Ken's link to his YouTube channel too. So
yeah, I'm glad you took the time and that we got to, support the Christmas community, and that you wanted to do it, and the feeling is mutual. So This is a community that is exploding that we all need to share. Todd from the Christmas Clatter is also another big part of this. So if you guys want to follow Todd from the Christmas Clatter and Ken from the North Pole News Dispatch, that'll be great. Great content, great people, and very Christmassy.
Absolutely.
Christmassy hollow.
Yeah, and I just absolutely love the smooth vibes and general warm feeling I get when I listen to the North Pole News Dispatch.
And yes, you guys, you're definitely, he does sound like the voice of Cracker Barrel. So if you need voice recorder people or he wants to do voiceovers, he'd be perfect for all kinds of Southern. You have a beautiful voice.
He's got the setup there at the news station. So yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
You can do a side hustle. I mean, you can work remotely from the North Pole.
Yeah, that's right.
Everything's electronic now. I think Santa would be okay with that.
Absolutely.
Cool.
But thank y'all once again. So, Arnie, Doug, Ben, Sherry, y'all have a good rest of the night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ken.
Ken, it was great having you with us. Everyone, thank you so much. We will be right back. You're watching PTV Live.
Thank you.
The 407 Original Brand Apparel celebrates Orlando's famous area code as an affordable casual line of clothing that allows you to say you love Orlando without saying you love Orlando. Shop my online store for men and women's 407 Original Brand Apparel today, where American Express is warmly welcomed.
And we are back. Ben, Life with Ben. What is going on this week on Life with Ben?
For the upcoming show or the one that's currently running?
Well, either one.
The one that is currently running is a recollection of my first time at an anime conference. I know it's.
We're trying to find his exoskeleton because we possess.
My only experience with anime previously was watching episodes of Speed Racer and Kimba the White Lion.
Oh,
Remember Kimba?
Yep.
But that's when I was like in grade school. But anime fans, oh my gosh, they are serious about their fandom.
They're like Disney. I mean, they're just like
That's true. Everyone has
Star Wars.
And there it is. Wanda drop the link for the latest episode of Life with Ben. Thank you so much, Wanda.
Thank you, Wanda.
Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next portion of the show. We're going to move through some of these a little quickly, so let's have some fun. What's new at Trader Joe's? Trader Joe's has this product called Crunchy Chili Onion, and they have a product called Crunchy Chili Onion Hummus.
Crunchy or crispy?
Crunchy. It's a condiment that you could buy, this spicy, oily chili stuff. Well, they put it on hummus.
Yeah, so here's
it's very greasy, so it's going to make a huge mess.
This is what the packaging looks like right here.
Okay.
Crunchy chili onion hummus. So, yeah, Doug is going to be very careful with opening.
Right, you don't need ants.
No, this is not going to be ants. This is going to be oil.
There we go.
Oh, there's a protective seal.
Ooh. Yeah, I kind of expected that. Here, do you want me to get that? Here.
Yeah,
let me pull this. I'm going to pull this.
Yeah,
off
I'd better
on the
to have
side.
a tape. There's a diaper over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Pop up any messes.
There it is. The seal is.
And y'all need TJ's corn chips.
Yes, absolutely.
It's organic.
So this is. It looks like your typical hummus that you have. Now, I am a big fan of this crispy, crunchy chili onion, but I've not had it in hummus. I usually put it as a condiment on sandwiches. And a little goes a long way. It doesn't take much.
Yeah, this is where a little goes a long way.
So let me go ahead and give this a try.
I think this is too much.
I'm going to get a little bit of the oil there on the side. Yep, that strong bite is there. But it is,
Be perfect for a charcuterie
but
board.
it is cooled by the hummus. But yeah, the spice of that. Oh my gosh, that is good.
Yeah, this is actually pretty damn good.
Would that
Oh.
work with pita chips?
Oh yes,
yeah.
it would work perfectly with pita chips. Anything that you normally dip into hummus, vegetables of any kind, I guess. We usually dip carrots and things, but I'll tell you this is an amazing treat from Trader Joe's. The crispy chili onion hummus. Big thumbs up from me on this one.
Oh my god. Make me sneeze.
Are you okay over there, Doug?
I'm never okay. That's a stupid question.
Go drink some milk.
No, it's not the chili. I'm sneezing.
Jim says, I just bought some of the crunchy onion stuff on Friday. It's different and better than most other chili crisps because it's made with olive oil instead of soy oil. And yes, absolutely. Oh, Donna says pretzel thins would be a good one.
I'm sorry. I like hummus only with pita or pita chips. I'm a purist that way. Sorry, guys.
Sean is saying a Dougism, so we'll go ahead and give it a Dougism.
No, now I started seizing like a cartoon character. It just kind of happened the last couple months. I just sneezed and I'm like, oh!
Yeah. So yeah,
Really
Noah,
weird.
I
I did it at
recommend
the store and someone started laughing hysterically.
I love the spice. Definitely,
Okay.
that is a winner.
That's a winner.
A winner from Trader Joe's, definitely. So there it is, crispy chili onion hummus.
We heart Trader Joe's.
We sure do.
Oh, watch Donna's video from Sunday. She bought a boatload of stuff for like $200.
Yeah, 3
I'm
bags
like-
of stuff. I watched it.
There were
Yeah.
2 things that we're going to buy that she bought that I'm like, oh, we're going to get that.
I kept seeing Donna pull these things out of the bag, going, Donna, how did you buy the whole
It was like-
store?"
Is it like
I
American?
really felt like it was Mary Poppins' bag where she kept on pulling everything out. And I'm like, we know those bags are big, but she must cram those suckers full of it. We need a lid.
Oh yes, we do.
But yeah, great video. So yeah, follow Donna. in
Careful. That is also the little plastic lid. I'll take that.
there. Yeah, take that. So,
Okay, great.
okay.
All right. Well, this is not the only thing that we want to talk about food-wise. Let's go ahead and check this out. Now, I put cookbook in quotes because this is not a specific recipe from any
Nothing.
of the books that we have. Doug,
This will be in a cookbook when I create the sucker.
this is going to be in our cookbook. We call it Bang Bang Shrimp. It's based off other Bang Bang dishes that you can find on the internet, but Doug does it a different way. And
It's a pasta coleslaw green bean shrimp thing.
we'll show you exactly how that is. And that's right here. He starts by doing, of course, the dressing that you do for it. Uses a sweet chili sauce. It's a Vietnamese chili sauce.
Because everything tastes better with mayonnaise.
That sweet chili sauce, it's a mayonnaise, so you start that as the base. A little red wine vinegar goes in there as well. And then once you've got that going, sriracha.
Sriracha.
Jeez.
I heard there's a sriracha problem in the world, but
Yeah, there is.
So
Because, like,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
so-
expensive now. So if you find it, get it. Sriracha sauce. Then it puts in some cracked pepper, fresh cracked pepper,
Of course.
a little salt.
Some Alton
How
Brown
much,
sauce.
how much heat are you bringing to this thing? Are you going to put wasabi in there too?
No,
No,
it
no.
has a little zing.
It
I
has a
mean,
bite, but the mayonnaise...
You will blow your nose after you eat.
You will, but the mayonnaise really tempers that heat. So there it is, a nice sauce, and he's putting it together. Listen, I'm good with just that. I'll eat that.
It's a great, and then
So, of course, we use our pop filler there. And,
thank you, Richard,
yeah, Richard's the contractor.
our contractor, because
A nice bow tie or farfalle pasta that we get at Trader Joe's. And then Doug takes it out. And he takes out the pasta, drains it,
Because I'm
But-
using the boiled water.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't. He reserves that water because he wants to blanch the green beans, and does it very quickly.
Why boil water again when you can use boiled water?
And it's already water that's got the starch in it. That's our secret. I know it's trashy delicious.
Oh, it's so good.
Popcorn shrimp from Gorton's. But it makes for a very quick, easy protein.
Get the C-Bat or the
C-Pack.
C-Pack. They're nasty. Get Gordon's. They're bigger.
So then, of course, we're preparing everything, and then we're going to get ready to layer everything. So we start with the pasta, then we move on to some cabbage, green beans. We give that a little bit of a toss. And of course, it's been refrigerating for a bit. We throw this all into a bowl, and then we dress our little dish that way. Introduce some of that sauce to that bowl, and then we just mix it up nicely. It's like doing a salad, a Caesar salad.
Yeah,
inside.
you toss it.
Yeah. So this is actually a very simple dish. It goes together quickly. Dump that, and then we will go ahead and put the shrimp on top after it has been cooked. It's cooled a little bit from the air fryer, but we just dump it on top. And that's it.
That's dinner.
That is dinner. That is Bang Bang Shrimp.
Pasta coleslaw salad.
If you're interested in the recipe, we can get that together for you, but just let us know. Send us a message on either Facebook or Instagram or Threads. However you want to direct message us, you can find us anywhere on social media and get a hold of us. So it's a delicious, simple.
Sorry,
So I pour ice cream in?
Wanda, I know. Oh, pasta thing just shot all. So, yeah. That's what we had last night for dinner. It was too hot.
Yeah, it was very hot.
Like
so
salady stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So we didn't do a full-on cooking of a meal, but that was easy to throw together.
You still have to boil.
Yeah. Now, I know Sherry has just a real quick craft time where we can share some little information here. So... I like it. Out Loud Geek says that was a weird Italian-American Thai fusion thing.
Oh, it was all kinds of non-discriminatory cultures.
Yeah, it was. Now, for Wanda, you can do that. You can do it without baking.
Grilled shrimp.
Do it with just grilled shrimp. Just simple.
This is not... we just put popcorn shrimp. It's like, ooh.
But and a gluten-free pasta.
Pasta. Yeah, it could be all done, so...
Yeah. But that sauce is definitely good. So Sherry sent me a video yesterday to show me what she was working on. And here's, Sherry, what were you doing here?
I am actually quilting a quilt.
Let me go ahead and...
It's hard to quilt and use the phone at the same time.
Yeah. So why is that tape there?
That is what I am using as my guide so that my lines will stay straight.
So you put painter's tape on the quilt.
On this one I did, instead of marking it, yes.
Okay, that's really cool.
It was a lot faster and a lot easier.
Okay, that's really cool. What is it? That witch looks suspicious.
It's very Victorian and old-timey. We were shopping. We went to Joann's. I saw fabric. I got excited. One thing led to another. And thank you, Sherry. This is going to be an amazing quilt. It has that Victorian look that they use on Main Street at Disneyland. Because if you look at all the decor of all the stores on Main Street, you got to really look at all the decorations in Disneyland. People overlook a lot of all the micro details they have that look throughout.
Yeah.
And I just love that look.
Well, I'll tell you, with the heat that we've had the last couple of days, it may not seem hot to all of you, but...
It's warm for us.
And in quilting that, I had to roll it so that it would fit in the machine, and not be hanging off the side and having a lot of weight pulling from those stitches. And I had that thing lugged over one shoulder for one pass, and then it would get turned around and I'd lug it on my other shoulder.
And there is the question there from Out Loud Geek. He asks, doesn't the sewing needle gets stuck in the tape.
It doesn't go in the tape. Because if you look at it closely at that presser foot, there's the 2 teeth that come out of it, and the needle sews between them.
Mm-hmm.
I line up the edge of the tape with the inside edge of one of those teeth that's in there, so it never touches the tape.
There's your answer.
Sean, I sympathize. He says I also can't cut straight. He can't sew over and left. Sean, I have trouble drawing a line with a straight edge.
That's never been a problem with me. If you're a full-on artist, you could draw a straight line. I could draw a box.
Now, Sherry, you have the quilt there?
Yeah, like I said, with the heat dug, this was a labor of love.
I didn't tell you to do it this time.
I needed to get it done because I've got so many things started and finishing, and so all it needs now is the binding. Let's see this way. Just hold up half of it.
Oh, wow, that is beautiful.
Yeah, it got big. It's upside down.
That's what I was trying to do.
Sorry.
The people can't see.
Well, was
So it's very.
side?
It's still upside down.
It's still upside down.
It needs to be upside down on my side.
There it is.
There. So it's a very cool.
Now it looks like a backdrop for Gudetama. He's about to start singing or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you look at it closely, I haven't been able to get very creative with my quilting yet because I just need to do more practicing to do what they call free motion. So what I did with this one was I just did two lines this way and then 2 lines the opposite.
I think that looks great.
Next time we'll do like an outline of a pumpkin, a ghost,
let's see if it shows better.
web. But it's so cool and so vintagey.
That's
So
very
yeah,
cool.
all it needs is the binding on it. But I also finished these
It's
up.
a little warm for this. Can you?
Tell me about it.
Oh,
I know. We have so many quilts. We put it on.
Well,
We have a
Ken-
quilt. We call it quilt. Oh, thank you, Ken.
Ken loves the
But
quilt.
I also did these.
we're already into Christmas mode over here. These are tree skirts.
This is half of the tree skirt. I won't open it.
And if
all
you
the
look
way up,
closely,
It's all Fisher Price
Chatty.
toys.
There's Chatty.
yep,
Chatterphones on the skirt. I love
Those
that.
trees,
Fisher Price fabric.
they go on the toy
primary
trees in the grand foyer.
Yes, the toys and games trees.
Yeah, kind of like it exploded. Those were our last minute trees last year. And like he comes to work and he's like,
I just need to put the Velcro on for them.
Well, Sherry, thank you so much.
they
for
are
that.
going to be cool. They are a conversation piece. Like I said, the detail with all of this stuff from the tree skirts, from a lot of them are custom made,
Yeah.
to all the ornaments and the amount. Let's just say it is
So yeah, Donna,
fun.
There's,
A lot of
there's
our
Chatty.
stuff is fun.
I like the way the Halloween quilt.
Yeah, Noe says that's amazing.
You know, Doug, I was working on it yesterday and I was FaceTiming with the kids and the girl saw it and she said, "What is that?" And I said, "I'm working on a Halloween quilt." And she said, "Is that for me?" And I said,
Oh
"No."
my god!
Sherry, Wanda says, "Would you commission a quilt? I would love to place an order."
Yeah.
Wanda,
We will talk.
We will talk, Wanda. Definitely, we will talk.
We'll discuss on something.
I'll give you a call or get a hold of you on social media, and we'll
My
talk.
agents will take care of you, Wanda.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
She's the factory.
It took a while.
I
for
said
that to-
she's a factory one that can make that thing. Like, you started this. You FaceTimed me on what squares I wanted for the corner on Thursday of last week.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, we've got Sean wanting a quilt.
Yeah, now you've got 2 orders
Hey.
for quilts. So
Keep you busy.
we'll Sean, go ahead and just get a hold of us on our social media. Just direct message me. We'll find out what's going on with that. So
Oh God!
And-
I just dropped something.
I don't know if you dropped something or not.
No. Okay.
All right. So we had a Life with Ben weekend, actually. Ben, do you want to tell us a little about that?
Well, I hadn't been out to the villa for a few weeks, so I went out to visit Arnie and Doug thinking that we were going to go out looking for donuts. Well, turns out in order to do that, you have to get going in the morning. Otherwise, donut shops close down. So we'll just have to do that another time.
Out Loud Geek, I would love to have one, but I don't have the room for it, nor the money.
Will you have a way where you can quilt, but not super big?
At any rate, I spent time with Arnie and Doug, and we ran errands, and that'll be coming up. You'll see the evidence coming up this week on the next episode of Life with Ben.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Sherry, you've got something there right in front of you. That's some homemade ice cream?
This happened today, yeah. I tried with some of the...
she got an attachment with some
cards.
of her gift cards that she got for retirement. The attachment that is the
ice
bowl that you put in the KitchenAid mixer for making ice cream.
So
I love you, Todd.
Todd, I don't go looking for donuts. I know where they are.
So I did a Oreo
cookies and cream
ice cream.
Okay. Oreos that are left over?
There are Oreos left over, and there's a bunch of crumbs left over because I was not going to put in all the crumbs that it said for.
No. Okay, I'm gonna try this.
Go ahead.
And is it made with real milk?
Real milk and real fat, cream.
You know.
And Ben?
Egg is
Okay, it looks like he wants to go have a private moment.
Yeah, let him
Yeah. I'm gonna shame eat this entire thing while I'm watching you.
Oh man, that's dangerous because this is in the freezer just outside of his room.
Yeah, hashtag real fat rules.
Oh, good. Absolutely.
This is so good.
It really is. But I have another this happened moment.
Do love cookies and cream.
To share with you guys. I got...
You make it bigger.
I know. It's a mystery envelope.
Okay.
Got this envelope in the mail. Got very excited because...
It's one of those things that's produced at Hallmark.
Yeah, it's a Hallmark.
But you can tell because I get those things like 3 or 4 times a year from Amy's Hallmark. Same font, same style envelope, but it's always an advertisement from a local Hallmark store. This is not.
This is the card.
Shine.
And it came from Indianapolis.
And it says, wishing a bright and beautiful summer to someone who brings their own sunshine to the world. Hi, Sherry. We appreciate you and we want you to know it. To show our gratitude, we're tucking in a special offer just for you. Use it for something to brighten up the summer or kickstart a comfy and cozy fall. Many thanks. Your friends at Women Within. It's an online catalog and online store that I've purchased tops from.
And pants.
And well, yeah, we've gotten pants for Bob.
Yep.
But it was a $50 off my purchase of 100 or more.
Oh my word!
At Hallmark?
But it came in a Hallmark envelope?
No, it's for Women Within. Look. See the logo down at the bottom?
Woman Within is the online store
where
she bought all these tops and pants, and they're giving her free money.
It's apparel. It's literally like for clothes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Intimate apparel?
I didn't know Women Within. It sounds very...
No, they have intimate apparel. They've got shoes. They've got jackets. They've got...
Okay, I don't want to know about intimate apparel.
All kinds of clothing they have for women.
Okay.
I had never seen anything like that before. I'd seen ads for other, for Hallmark stores, but nothing from another company. But on the back of the card...
Oh, Donna gets some of her clothes there too.
Yeah, I like their stuff. On the back of the card, it says, created especially for Woman Within.
It's a Hallmark Business Connections card.
Yeah.
The Business Connection. That's actually really big.
Wanda says, please show Ben the intimate apparel line.
Yes.
No.
Then we can play the
Wanda, you and I are going to have some words.
Sean says Ben's eye roll is priceless.
Yes. He loves giving the side eye.
Okay, so Ben, there's a bit of a garage update at your place. You're still doing the garage thing, right?
Yeah,
They have been here.
they haven't been here since Wednesday. This was taken on Monday after they finished for the day. The wood walls, which had been a little bit further in, were moved out closer to where they're going to fit for. They're still a little
far.
wide
Yeah,
right
they're
there.
wide.
This is on Monday. So those walls there that were put there are now moved out a little bit to form, that will be forming the wall of the foundation. So you can see there where the walls were just now moved out a little further.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So now the rebar is in, and the gravel has all been poured, and
Well, the gravel's down there as a base.
yeah, but it's all
it's
even now.
it's all
yeah.
spread out. Well, yeah, that came on Wednesday,
Mhm.
but they're still doing the work here. This is the end of Tuesday last week. This was as of August 1st.
So my guess is that they're having to wait until they can schedule
Concrete.
concrete pour.
That's really, gosh, you barely could fit a Hot Wheel in that garage. It's very.
Is it
tiny.
wide?
Yeah, it's taking the same footprint that was existing there, which is why we never parked a car inside that garage. Now there's the gravel all spread around, and the forms are there now, bracing the walls up against each other. And now I guess we're just waiting for a concrete pour.
Oh, they've got the spacers in there already so that concrete stays the same width throughout the entire length.
Yeah.
Actually, Doug, believe it or not, you can fit one car in there. Nothing else but a car.
Doors. There's the thing that you need to open up the car door to get out. You could fit a car
You
in.
can.
Okay.
Or do you think it's with those Mini Coopers? It might fit that,
So,
or a Fiat.
Wanda wants to know, are they cute construction guys? If so, please show us footage next week.
They do the work while I'm at work.
Wanda, no, they're not.
That was rude.
Yeah.
They're just
Wow.
average. There's nothing cute, nothing extra cute about them.
Okay.
God, that thing is more earthquake proof than the house.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that thing is going to be surviving the next revolution.
But see, there's still roots there.
Yeah, but they're not going to
That thing
grow.
is just-
No, they're not. But I mean, they work like dogs to get those roots out.
Yeah. But that's pretty much where we are right now in the garage process.
Yeah,
We're
so
just waiting for concrete now.
today was the first day of school here in Oakland with students. So I really felt retired. I slept in until 8:15. I
Ooh.
got up, I made ice cream, and I quilted.
Now that's wonderful.
That's life.
And almost laughed when I thought about what they were having to do at work.
I would have laughed.
I would be like,
Okay. It is 140 days until Christmas.
it's just too fast.
That means it's
20 weeks.
days until we start decorating the forest.
I'm envisioning
I'm envisioning Sherry eating ice cream watching the construction workers.
while the lusty lady music is going around.
Not quite.
Sultry music of
Nothing
Trap
like
soap
that. It's
opera.
nothing like that.
Mm-mm.
you do peep. You could peep out the window where you quilt.
Wait, concrete could be a new Hallmark title.
Oh, we're so.
So anyway, 140 days until Christmas, and Doug and I had something shipped to the house. This was the only thing, so we didn't do.
It's not really exciting.
We didn't do a more crap delivery, but we did receive this, and it is a box from a company called NoveltyLights.com. Let me go ahead and present our camera. Here we go. There we go, and it says "Lighten Up."
They are for the Crystal Grove. They're the frosted mini white lights. Yes, it sounds like cereal.
Our frosted mini lights are dying on those trees, so we will be replacing them with this set here.
We can't help ourselves. We just don't do pre-lit trees.
I could plug it in. You're
Yeah,
not
maybe.
really going to see anything other than just a bunch of lights. But trust me, these are not your regular clear lights. They are frosted, so it gives a nice illusion of more of an ice look.
Because it goes on the flocked part of the crystal grow. It takes up half of the room.
So we
Think of a soft white incandescent bulb.
that's a good analogy.
So,
But yeah,
so we got some C7s that were like
frosted mini lights. They're grounded.
oh God, Benji, KMN.
Can you?
Let me put
There you
let
go.
me put
Thank
this
you.
away.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that-
So was there something that Sherry wanted to do or say there? She walked.
No, she's putting the ice cream away so it doesn't.
Oh,
melt.
gotcha.
We don't want melted ice cream and then the
Kathy, I'll tell you, I'm really looking forward to seeing these on the tree. 'Cause
yeah.
I love frosted lights as well, so it's gonna be a nice look. But
Yeah, we're looking for it. It's all part of the massive organization.
but you're right, Sean. It's hard to find them. Cannot find them without lights. The good flocked, unlit trees. You just can't find them that way.
Oh, you can't. A lot of things. So we have to make it.
You'd have to cut the lights out. So that's the way it is.
Oh yeah, we're pitching these lights.
Yeah,
Well, a
we
couple of them are starting
we definitely are.
One looks like a fire hazard, so that's why I want them off the tree.
Yeah, it does. So that's our show for tonight.
Wow.
I must say though, with Ben coming over for the weekend and what we did, there was not really a lot of footage for like a moment of groovy. So I thought, you know what? It's been a while since I've done it, but we're gonna revisit a moment of groovy that we did almost 2 years ago.
Oh,
We
Yeah.
do.
This one features Sherry going down a zip line. You're not going to want to miss this.
oh, nice.
Yeah, you're not going to want to miss this.
Oh.
Sherry goes down a zip line with the boy. So, you're definitely going to want to see this.
Yeah, a 60-year-old age-ish woman should not be doing this.
I
I
did.
told her she's gonna break her neck. You know,
I did it for the first time at the age of 65.
not to do it. You're gonna break your neck.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
So, yeah, she's on purpose?
The boy told me, the boy said, Ema, you're too old. And I thought, watch me. So I went with him.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Ken says,
Yes,
thanks
now
for
we wanna
having me
also-
on the show tonight.
Yes,
Had a great time.
everybody. Ken was a hoot.
Again, if you have not yet subscribed to his podcast, please do so and start listening to Ken's North Pole News Dispatch.
That's
It's
cool.
fantastic. It is just such a great listen.
Very calming and mellow. He can help you go through a lot of your life crises.
And Ken,
Just put it on.
it truly was
It was a
pleasure.
pleasure.
It was a pleasure to have you on the show tonight.
Yeah.
Everyone, thank you so much for watching PTV Live tonight. It's always fun having Monday night. We're glad that you spent a little bit of a Monday night with us. We know you can do something else, anything on a Monday night. We're glad that you chose to spend some time with us.
Yeah.
So I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm ziplining Sherry.
Everyone have a magical evening. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
I hear sirens already.
And now your moment to groovy. Good night, everyone.